Hello everybody, you're here with Claudio Beauty with your host Claudia Lara. Thank you very much for tuning in. And so today I welcome you with this great haircut. It feels like a couple of birds are gonna come and nest a couple of eggs in my beautiful haircut. Hey, we need to be adventurous and we need to try new things. All right, enough about that. Today we're gonna be trying Hourglass Vanish Foundation. I have this sample. I've been having it for a while. The future of foundation. And so I wanted to try it, and here we are. So it's called Vanish Seamless Finish Liquid Foundation Hourglass. If you're interested in this, please keep on watching. And of course, if you're interested in having fun with my hair, please keep on watching. All right, another episode of me greeting you with a bare skin. Da, 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 da. Okay, I put a little bit of eyebrow pencil and I put a little bit of Victoria Beckham liner just to give me a little something something. And so here we are. Now, apparently this foundation, it has 32 shades, which is great, amazing, wonderful. I have no idea what shade I'm in. But it comes with 6 colors, and of course I'm going to try this too, which are porcelain and shell. And porcelain and shell are around porcelain, so 1, 2, 3, 4, and shell 1, 2, 3 are like 8. So kind of middle on the road. We'll see which one is better for me. Of course, I'm going to be trying porcelain first. Usually I'm more towards the fair, although I tried Hourglass before and I'm not in the lightest, which is surprising. So let's see. I'm going to use a little bit of porcelain in here. Okay. And then I'm going to try a little bit of the shell. It smells a little bit of alcohol, which is surprising. All right. What do you guys think? I think both could work. I like a little bit more of the porcelain just because it has a little more of the yellowy tone. The other one seems more my color, but let's see here. But it has more of that pink. And when I'm in between, I prefer more the yellow undertone, not the golden, but the yellow. When it's golden, I don't like it. So I'm here and here are my, so obviously the one on the bottom is porcelain and the one on top is shell. You would think shell is a lot more my color, right? That's how it looks. But I have a feeling it's gonna look a little darker and that will bother me. I don't know why. If I look lighter, it doesn't bother me. Yeah. But if I look pinkier, it's not just darker, pinkier, it bothers me. I think it has to do, so, oh wow, this one really disappeared, eh? You can barely see it, but you see the little orangey golden tone that it goes. Yeah, that I can't stand. I think it's because when I was younger, my skin was lighter. So when I see lighter, I just, feel younger with that. But when it's golden, not in the mood for that. I don't like it. A lot of people actually prefer that because they look tanner, like the sun hit them, but not my case. All right, so we're gonna place a little bit of this porcelain. Okay. So today I'm in a good mood. I think it is, oh, I was gonna put it all over, but no, let's do half and then show you the difference and then we'll do the other half. So today I'm in a good mood because I did my hair. I went to the hair salon. I was in a good mood inside. I don't think it showed outside. I think as I had gotten older, my face looks a little more, wow, this is full coverage. Is it full coverage? Does it say full coverage? I'll read it a little bit. I do smell the alcohol. So, I mean, it's almost like it wants to be disguised, the smell. Now, granted, it's a sample. It's been sitting there for a while. I couldn't really shake it. I mean, I tried to mix it a little bit. So maybe if it was in the bottle, Holy moly, yeah, it's becoming a little harder to blame. It seems like I put a lot. So I'm trying my best. Because if I were me, I was already spreading it to the other side just so I can use less. But, and this is a product that perhaps with the wet sponge will be better because I'm already seeing how the formula does react or is affected by the actual bristles on the brush. But of course, it can work. You can make it work. But I'm just saying that it has texture. So I think how you apply it will make a difference. I guess I'm used to the new foundations. If you put it with your fingers, put it with a sponge, you put it with it's almost like this, dissolves and becomes your skin. And I forget about these ones that are more coverage that kind of go on top of your skin. So here's with and here's without. Obviously the color I don't think is totally there. Even if I mix them, I think I would not be happy. So I prefer just to go with this. I mean, I think I can pull it off. But what do you guys think? I mean, I like my skin today. Maybe that's why. It doesn't look even. It looks uneven. But I sort of like that. Here, well, let's shift a little bit, right? Let's go as I'm looking for a white canvas or a even canvas, right? To start doing my perfect makeup, which I'm not good at. So, do I like it? And I just did my skincare. So supposedly my skin was moisturized. So let's apply the other side just so we can see a whole even thing. I could mix it a little bit. Should I? Oh my God. Well, maybe I should because I just pressed for shell. So I'm going to put shell on this side. Yeah, let's do that. And see the difference between that and the other. And then we'll pull a little bit of both on both sides so we can make it the same. But now I'm putting shell on the other side. Yeah, it doesn't smell like alcohol, like pharmacy alcohol, like the one you put for, it smells almost like a drink, like an alcoholic amaretto or something like that you can smell the alcohol, but it's not necessarily, what is the word that you use for the regular alcohol, right? All right, you know what I'm talking about. Here I am deviating and driving everybody crazy with me and remembering the words I'm looking for. Okay, so this is shell. See, a little tan. It is closer to my skin color. And this is porcelain. I don't know, what do you guys think? Which one you like better? This side or this side? Or maybe a mix, right? It does look like full coverage. And I am not, let's see, the future of foundation. I think it did say it's a highly concentrated liquid foundation designed to deliver instant full coverage for virtual skin perfection. This innovative weightless formula applies like a second skin, creating a smooth and flawless complexion with a radiant satin finish. All right. It does go like a second skin, I tell you that much, because I do see it like a veil on top of the skin. Now, what I'm going to do now, just to make it a little bit equal, I'm putting a little bit of shell. I don't need more, but I want them kind of equalize, and also see how it looks when you start piling a little bit on top, right? Piling might not be a good word to use. All right. This is what happens when you've been out of the full makeup look world. When you start applying like a full coverage makeup, I feel like, whoa, I'm really making myself up. like a mask, really. It's amazing how we start getting used to certain things. So if you do this every day, you don't think much of it. But when you stop doing it for a while and then you do it again, you're like, oh my God. All right. So I don't want to be here forever and ever. The first thing I'm going to do, because I did order the Gwen Stefani. Is it Gwen Stefani? Yeah. I made a whole video on all her glosses, and this is the only one I did not order. And of course, after seeing that the other bold color looked good, I had to order it. So this is the color All My Love. You haven't seen this in any video. I'm just going to apply it here just so I have some color. Okay. And if you haven't seen that video, check it out, but with all the different colors. I really like this gloss. It does have flavor, a little coconut, which I do appreciate if I'm gonna be in public. Why? Because your lips smell like coconut. I feel a little uncomfortable. If I eat or drink or whatever, it kind of changes the scent right around the mouth. All right, so I do like this color. It's very lovely. So allowing the foundation to set a little bit. Well, I do see it on top of me, so perhaps using a primer would be advisable. It is comfortable in my skin. I wouldn't say smoothing because I do see, I don't know if you can tell, I do see the product in between my wrinkles. I don't know if you can see that right here. So again, I will definitely suggest a primer first, but the texture of the formula I like. It says radiant finish, and yes, it kind of looks like that, but it reminds me a little bit of a little mattifying. I don't know how it appears to you. It doesn't look matte, but that's the feeling I'm getting. But it's not giving me the Cruella look, meaning where I look older. It's not giving me that. But I think if you were close to me, you could tell I'm wearing makeup. Of course, full coverage. What do you expect, right? We're gonna add just a little bit of Terra, the bronzer. I always pull this one because I put it in my first drawer. It's not that it is my only favorite. I have other ones. Like right now I'm thinking of Goa from Chantecaille and things like that. But I put this one on my top drawer, and that's why I keep pulling it out when I'm just doing a foundation sort of video. But I thought it was important to see, once you start adding a little bit of powder and a little bit of color, how it applies in the foundation, right? I mean, look how immediately starts shifting. And when you use a full coverage foundation, applying makeup well makes a huge difference because the foundation itself helps you, and everything you do kind of shows up. When you do a very natural look or very, you know, like no makeup look, you really can do here and there. It doesn't matter, and it works. But when you do a full coverage, now you have a wide canvas. And so everything you place is noticeable. It's very interesting. And that is not necessarily my forte. And not only is not my forte, I don't like to be so meticulous. I actually seen women that have like the perfect makeup and they look like a doll. And it's very lovely and I admire it. Not my thing. I want to look like I try but not so hard. And it is the truth. All right. So last, I guess I will apply a little bit of a blush. And I'm trying to see what I got here. Oh my God, just FYI, I'm gonna be reviewing it soon. I got a new blush from Dior. It's not a new blush, but it's a new blush to me, and it's a little in the browner, and I'm so excited. I tried it the other day and I really like it. So, but I'm not gonna do it today. We're gonna apply this Dentelle, which if you've seen my channel, it's another one of my, I think this one's, I mean, should we call it must-haves or favorites or basic? You know, the ones that I keep in my top shelf, because when I don't have time to decide what I want to wear or not want to wear makeup, I want the products that work for everything. And this is one of it. And this is the Rouge Blush Dior Dentelle. I don't know why it doesn't have the name. It's 352. Has the number. All right. Anyhow, so here you have it. Now, just one last look. I do like how it covers under my eyes. I'm not wearing a concealer, and this covers more than what I've seen in other foundations. Around my nose red, it does cover. It does accentuate a little bit here my wrinkles. I think with a good primer will work, and maybe a wet sponge. I think that will also help. And when I really do a full coverage sort of makeup, I do finish it usually with the meteorites powders, and that usually smooths. So I don't think these little things are something to worry about. So in conclusion, I do like the full coverage foundation, right? And it is radiant. I mean, I do see a healthy looking color because it's not my skin anymore, but a radiance, you know, that seems natural. So I do like that. Well, that's it. What do you guys think? Please subscribe to my channel if you haven't done so. Please ring the bell in the right hand corner. And do you have this foundation? Am I super late to the game about reviewing this foundation? Because nowadays there's so many new ones. But you know, when it's a well-made foundation, I think they last through time, right? I mean, they're not just gonna disappear unless they were not well-made foundations. So Hourglass is a good company. It's a good company, and I have liked it in the past for foundations. I don't use them right now because I like a lighter coverage, but this one works. I think it covers a little more than La Mer, for example, which is more medium. But I don't know what I will wear this full coverage foundation to, because it feels a little heavy at this moment. But not that the product feels heavy, just any full coverage look. You know, it's like, is it too much? All right. Well, that's for all. Hope you're enjoying my new haircut. We'll see how it works once I do it, not the hairstylist, right? All right. It just looks very tall, like I have a lot of thoughts, which I do. Thank you very much for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye.